Lesson 6, the issue under investigation. Example 1. Identify the issue under investigation, the population, and the sample in the following scenario. Then determine whether or not this sample is likely to be representative of the population. So first we need to identify the issue under investigation. That is, what is the purpose of the study? Then we need to identify the population. The population includes all of the members of interest to the study. Then we need to identify the sample. The sample is just that part of the population from which we actually have data collected from. And after we've done these, then we want to determine whether or not this sample is likely to be representative of the population. That is, does this sample seem to reflect the population it was drawn from? Or is it not, that is, biased? So here's the scenario. The mathematics department wanted to determine the average GPA for Sierra College elementary statistics students. Of the 26 sections of elementary statistics offered by the mathematics department this semester, Professor Sullivan obtained the GPAs for all the students enrolled in the 4 sections that he was teaching. So the issue under investigation, or the purpose of this study, is what the mathematics department wanted to do. In this case, they wanted to determine the average GPA for Sierra College elementary statistics students. The population includes all members that belong to this group of interest. In this case, the group that the study was interested in was Sierra College elementary statistics students. The sample is just that part of the population from which data was collected. Here, Professor Sullivan obtained the GPAs for all of the students enrolled in the 4 sections that he was teaching. So the students belonging to these sections would be our sample. So, the issue under investigation is to determine the average GPA for Sierra College elementary statistics students. The population consists of every Sierra College elementary statistics student. The sample includes all of the students enrolled in the 4 sections of elementary statistics that Professor Sullivan was teaching this semester. Now, to determine whether this sample is representative of the population, you need to compare what was included in the sample to what was excluded in the sample and see if that inclusion or exclusion involves a bias or not. Well, the difference between who was included and who was excluded in the sample was the students that were included in the sample were the students who enrolled in Professor Sullivan's class, and the students excluded from the sample were those enrolled in another instructor's class. So when you look at grade point average, does it appear that grade point average would make a difference between students who sign up for Professor Sullivan's class or those who do not? It seems reasonable to conclude that this sample would be likely to be representative of the population. Because with regard to GPA, there does not appear to be a bias introduced into the sample by including elementary statistics students who enrolled in Professor Sullivan's sections and excluding those who did not. Is that the answer you would have given? Maybe not. Unless a census is conducted, one cannot know for sure if this is the case.